Hey guys, Unclejona here, back with a beer review. And I was perusing the aisles of UK supermarket Sainsbury's, and I found this bad boy on offer. Um, and I haven't had one of these for ages, so I thought I'd go for a Weissbier. And this one is the Schneider Weisse, the original Weissbier, number 7. Apparently that matters. Not sure, but look at this. It's got a really cool. Well, let's have a look. See if it'll focus. Schneider and Schons. Um, Bayern Altest Weissbürennerei. Yeah, whatever. Um, they've been around since 1862, which is pretty cool. Handcrafted in Bavaria, which is always cool. 150-year-old, roughly, if you do your maths. Double neck chief as well. Look, it's got a sort of neck chief thing there, and a definite smart one there. Tap 07. Oh yes, 007. And to cap it off, whoop, almost fell out of my hands because it's been in the fridge, a bit slippery. Look at that, 150-year-old family, blah 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 blah, 1872 to 2022. I know it's 2023, but 151 years old maybe. 5% on the ABV. If you can work out what all that says, you're a better man than me, Gunga Din, as they say. And what town is it from? Kelheim, in Deutschland, and it's obviously it's going to say 50 centiliters or 500 ml. It's not going to say anything about pints. They don't know about pints in Germany. And I found out something weird. So for us in the UK, I should have known this before, but I'm an idiot, right? For us in the UK, 50 centiliters is less than a pint. An imperial pint is more than this. But in America, their pints, this is actually more than an American pint. Work that one out. Very bizarre. Anyway, let's get some of this, because it won't fit the whole thing, into a glass, and we will see what we have. I was definitely getting some nice aromas of clove, and as you all well know, if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I prefer the banana over the clove. Right, let's get a shot of the Schneider Weisse. Schneider. Something like that. We'll try and get that. I'll try and get it in shot. You'll have seen this on the thing anyway. Yeah, definitely getting the clove, which is weird. I'm hoping. Oh, hang on. I am getting a little banana too, but on the nose, it's cloves. And look at that. For a light beer, supposedly a Weissbier or a Witbier, it is surprisingly dark. You can see the bubbles going up. That's one fizzy bad boy. And head-wise, it was up to the top when I poured it, so definitely a finger's head. Probably gone to under a finger's head now, but still there. I don't think that's going to disappear anytime soon. Now, I have consulted some home brewing, well, a book by some home brewing experts. Are they experts? I don't know, but I like them anyway. Denny and Drew, and they gave some insight. In fact, I don't know if it was them or if it was they'd interviewed someone, and they basically were saying with Weissbier, with Witbier, when you're using that kind of yeast, I imagine these guys have probably, because they've been around 150 years, they probably got Schneider Weisse yeast. But the one you can buy for brewery and brewing and stuff is the wine Hensteffen yeast, and you're usually brewing roughly around sort of 1920-ish degrees Celsius. Not 100% sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but if you're interested and you're from America, you can always look that up, look the conversions up. If you're from anywhere else in the world, you probably know what Celsius and centigrade are. But yes, if you brew it cooler, you get more clove. And if you brew it slightly, and I'm talking slightly, I'm not talking brewing it at 30 degrees or something ridiculous. It's not Kvike yeast after all. But if you brew it slightly warmer, you get slightly more banana notes. So you know I like the banana. So if I ever do a Weissbier brew, and you guys will be the first to kind of know about it, I'm definitely going to kind of stress the yeast a little bit by brewing slightly warmer and see if I can get a lot of banana coming through. Yeah, on the aroma, and we'll see. Essentially, we'll see what we get. Anyway, I've been waxing lyrical for a good 6 minutes and I haven't even had a drop yet. So, cheers and beers, guys. I'm going to dive in to this wonderful glass of beer. Wow, really fizzy. A lot of bubbles going off. And unfortunately for me, this one is all about the clove, which isn't my kind of most favorite kind of style of this kind of beer. If you like, what's that brewery? It used to be, the beer was called Forbidden Fruit. And I believe it was a Belgium type beer. And for some unknown reason, the brewery, it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it is. But if you like that kind of style beer, you will like this one. Definitely got that clovey, kind of wintry kind of thing, which is good because today is the last day of winter, apparently, because it's going to be March tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll say goodbye to winter for now, although it was snowing. The guy, I was working from home, guy at work I was speaking to via the miracle of the internet, using Microsoft Teams, other e-commerce facilities are available. And he said, "Oh my God, it's snowing outside." He said he was looking out the window and there was snow in the air. I looked out my window and it was dreich. It was just nasty, but it definitely wasn't snowing. I know that. Oh. Like I said, a little bit like the aroma, there is a little bit of banana kind of, and it's all to do with the yeast and the yeast interaction essentially with the malt that causes these kind of phenolic things to go on, i.e. the flavors. The hops do play a part too, but these particular beers, it's usually about the yeast versus the malt. That's what gives it the kind of flavors. And in this case, yeah, it's there. The banana is there in the background, but for me, it's the clove is coming through, which unfortunately I don't like. Wow, very well carbonated, and this is the first beer I've had today. Um, oh, yeah. Oh, is it? I think I might. Is it Hogarden? Yeah, it's Hogarden. Hogarden Forbidden Fruit. I think that's the beer. Um, it is the same kind of darker color. I mean, it's a bit lighter than this, but it's that same clovey kind of thing going on, and not the banana kind of side of things that I like, which is a real shame because I wanted to like this beer, and I feel robbed. It was £2, £2 British, which is ridiculous. Did I? I'm not sure if I said the ABV, but this is 5.4. ABV, alcohol by volume, which is the right side of 5 for me. I always like things slightly over 5, unless I'm driving or something. Unless I'm driving or I know that I'm going to be drinking an absolute shed load, in which case I don't mind going quite light and watching everyone else drinking, stupid amounts of high strength beer. And then when I've had about 9 or 10, and I usually have halves to be honest when I'm out and about. So I've had 5 pints of lower alcohol and they've had 6 or 7 pints of like really strong and they're just wasted. And I could run a mile. Really cool. Cheers, guys. Oh, trying everything I can to try and develop the taste. But alas, this one is one that personally, for my tastes, I would say is a miss, a hit and a miss. But those of you that like the Clove style Weiss beers or Wit beers, why not give this one a go? Especially if you live in the UK, and especially if you go to Sainsbury's. And Sainsbury's, for those of you that don't know, is the biggest chain of supermarkets, I believe, in the UK. Schneider Weisse, original Weiss beer. Hey, they've been around 150 years, so they've got to know something, haven't they? Guys, this has been Unclejona drinking beers all the way through to the end of February, so you guys don't have to. If you come back tomorrow, join me for the celebration of March, and we'll see what we can do with another beer review. Cheers and beers, guys.